Welcome to What Watch to Wear. Today we're going to cover some box opening for our monthly subscription to Watch Gang, the Platinum tier, but we're also going to cover some good information about where this watch came from and Watch Gang in general. So first off, let's get started. The box that I received this in a postal package. I didn't really receive it in a box, so I've already opened the package. And what I've received is a Villain Dry watch this time. So let's get this thing open, take a look at it. And I've seen this one on some other people that received this one as well. So I'll get this one open for y'all real quick. And let's see here. All right. So what we received is a Villain Dry, and it's called a Blanc Bleu. I believe it's called a Blanc Bleu, and it's a it's got a SKU number here of, let's see if y'all can get this as well. It's got a SKU number of 201633. On this tag, it has a manufacturer retail price of $695. Now, I don't believe that this watch would any day sell for $695, but I do believe maybe a couple $100 watch. So anyhow, long story short, let's get to the gist of this one. So some of the details about this watch, like I said, it's called the Blanc Bleu. The case is a polished case. It's a round stainless steel. The crown is polished round silver as well. And on the crown, you'll notice that they have the Villain Dry logo on there, which I think adds a nice touch. The strap is a 316L 5-link solid bracelet. And it also comes with an extra black leather strap. The dial is semi-glossy and white dial with shiny black indexes, as you can see there. And the hands are shiny black, as well. So anyhow, some more details about this watch as we go along. The case size is a 42 millimeter diameter. It's a 12.5 millimeter thickness, including the glass. The case material is stainless steel, like we said. The case finish is polished, like we had said. The case lug width is 22 millimeter. The strap width is also 22 millimeter. The movement type is automatic. The glass is a flat sapphire glass. It's a water resistant watch up to 330 feet. The movement is NH. The movement is the NH 38 automatic movement, Japanese automatic movement. So, and as you can see, there's a see-through, so we can see some of the movement there on the face if we look through it. So that's a nice touch. So anyhow, back to what I was saying about the watch in general. I did some research on this watch to see exactly where it was made and where it came from and everything, because I hear a lot of things on Watch Gang about how all these are fashion watches and they're overpriced, and we don't hear all the good details all the time about Watch Gang. Now, I do hear a lot of good things about Watch Gang, but they're usually Watch Gang generated. So for my own self, I wanted to find out and get to the bottom of some of these misconceptions that were out there. So anyhow, I did some research, and on this Villain Dry watch, I got an address for them, off their website, and it was I think it was 290, may have been 390, but I believe it was 290 Fifth Avenue in New York City. Well, I Googled that address, and because they were on the 7th floor, and I kept Googling that address, and I kept getting this name of an eWatch Factory Corp or Motor Time, and it came back as a couple others, and there were some high quality watches come out of there that are being sold in Macy's for $300-400 range. Anyhow, I kept finding different watch company names, so I was like, Well, this is a little odd. So, anyhow, I found that this company had multiple trademarks. Well, one of the trademarks was Villain Dry, which they filed their application August 22nd of 2019. Their trademark was registered of March 17th of 2020. Well, come back to find out who the owner of this Villain Dry was. Who owns this? Well, it came back that the owner is Mont Richard. I hope I'm saying this right. And SA. I don't know what that stands for, but Mont Richard SA. Well, it came back that this company is located in, I hope I say this right, Chiasso, Switzerland. And what they are is they're a company that helps people develop watches if they want to go into the watch business. They can help you design watches. They can help you get a name for your watch. They can help you with production, logistics of shipping, and packaging and everything else. Well, I've come to the conclusion that maybe Watch Gang is producing these watches. I don't know. That doesn't matter. But to come back and find out that this watch is tied back to a company in Switzerland for um, their process of going about making this watch, well, it gives me a little comfort. This company it's registered back to has been a watchmaker for many, many, many years. So they're a well-established Swedish company. So, long story short, on their website it said that some of these watches, are produced in Switzerland, some are produced in China, and back and forth and so forth. For a watch to have any type of Switzerland attached to it, as far as Swiss made or anything like that, the movement, for example, if Swiss made would have to have a movement that was Swiss. This is Japanese. The movement would have to be Swiss made. It would have to be produced and put in the watch in Switzerland. The watch would have to be 60% Swiss made, to where it was produced in Switzerland. There's a lot of things that go into a watch with the name Swiss made on it. If it was to have a Swiss movement name on it, sometimes watches that have that Swiss movement on here, it has to be 50% done in Switzerland, made in Switzerland. So the movement would also have to be made in Switzerland for it to have Swiss movement available. So I don't know if it has to be installed in Switzerland for it to be Swiss movement. I'm not sure on that. But I know for it to be Swiss made, the movement has to actually be installed in Switzerland. Anyhow, this is a Japanese movement. So of course it's not going to say Swiss made. That doesn't mean it wasn't produced in Switzerland. That doesn't mean it wasn't produced in China. There's really no telling. But I do know that the watchmaker that had things to do with this watch, that the one that had something to do with the specs on this watch, is a Switzerland watchmaker, a Swedish watchmaker. Well, Swedish watchmakers are, the best in the world. You can't get any better than that. So even if this watch was produced in China, it was produced under Swiss specs, what they wanted it produced at, how they wanted it produced. And, the quality control that this company has on their website, you can go back and research this company, and I'll spell the name for you. It's, once again, it's Mont Richard, which is MONTRICHARD, and then it has the SA letters behind it. You can Google them and find everything on their website about what I'm saying, that they're the designer of the watch. Their quality control looks over the watches to make sure that the watches are to their standards. Everything about this watch came from them, including how they wanted the movement placed. And of course, the movement's Japanese, and Japanese is a good movement. The NH38 movement's a great movement. So, it's a very well thought out watch, details and everything else. I don't think it's a cheap watch. I don't think it's a fashion watch. I think it's an actual quality watch, that was sent to me by Watch Gang. And here's the extra leather strap. And of course it came with this nice watch roll, which, I find to be Maybe it's just an added feature to make you feel good, but it's leather. I can tell it's leather. It's nice. It's not something that, you know, you're going to find in your everyday Walmart watch, of course, you know, your fashion watches. So this is looks like it's nice stitched leather, so everything looks pretty well thought out on this. And as I said, you know, it was designed by a Swiss company. It doesn't mean it was made by them, but it was definitely designed by them. And like we've talked in other videos about changing your straps, let's get to that real quick. As you can see, this already has its spring pins located in the strap. This strap, the leather strap, came with spring pins in it. And the reason for that is the thickness of these spring pins are different than the thickness of the spring pins in the metal, in the stainless steel strap. So that's what I talked about in other video before on how to change a watch strap. Sometimes they'll come with the extra springs. Well, it comes with the extra springs because they're a different size, thickness. They're still the same, you know, width. You know, this is 22 millimeters, so they're both going to be 22 millimeter, but the thickness is different. I don't know if the thickness on the leather band is thicker or the thickness on the leather metal strap is thicker, but either way, you know, one of them is thicker. So, and as you can see here, this one's a really easy one. You can do it with your finger right here, you know. So that's a nice little touch right there, if you can see in the strap. So, you know, you can take it for what it is. So all the haters out there that are talking bad about these Watch Gang watches, well, I bet your $1,000 watch that you're looking for doesn't have these on there to change straps with. And if it does, well, good for you. But, you know, that's how well thought out this watch was for being produced. So anyhow, you guys have a great day until the next video, and take care, and please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get these subscriptions up so we can do a giveaway as soon as possible. And you know, enjoy, and put some comments down in the comment section for me. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll be doing some more videos this month. Maybe I can update some new tools or something like that for you. But if you have any questions, I may not know the answer, but I'll sure try to get it. And if I try to get it, I'm probably going to get it. Okay. Hopefully soon, I hope to do some interviews with some watch jewelers that we can go over some more info with. I'm working on that right now to try to get in contact with some watch jewelers that we can sit down and discuss movements and some of the quality things that we will find in better watches. So until next time, have a great day. Goodbye.